Greetings, Captains, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Wasp. I'm Admiral Tarek of the carrier USS Wasp, as we continue our operations against neutral territory. We have taken a small break from smashing on the Romulan Star Empire, so that we can do a little bit of cleanup work here in the neutral zone between the ISC and the Romulans, just to give us a couple of more open bases of operation for further operations. So with that in mind, we have been slamming the planet of 2411, and without further ado, let's slam it again just to see if we can't take it relatively quickly in this episode. And a planetary assault does greet us, which could be a problem, since we're Federation, we don't exactly have heavy weapons, so if they don't support us, we could have a problem. Alert and increase speed, quickly come in here, check the planet, you are a PL-17, we can take it. Okay, that's good to see. If it had been PL-PH, no, we wouldn't have stood a chance. We are squaring off against a single Romulan heavy cruiser. She is a KHK, a Kinghawk? Is that what they're calling it? Not entirely sure. We're going to increase speed, and yeah, we'll set up our electronic countermeasures right away. Make sure that we're jamming, well, countering any sort of jamming they want to try and pull off. Maximize our reinforcement of the shields. Photon torpedoes set into proximity mode, and we're almost ready to launch a probe. Not quite sure how we're doing on fighters right now, but we'll find out shortly. Probe's away, and now we can also launch fighters because it's been a turn. Oh, we're down to 3 squadrons, so we're not doing perfect. So 3 squadrons on the defense. Let's see exactly what we're getting into. Hopefully he doesn't have too much in the way of protection. Wow. 3 R-type plasma torpedoes, 2 F-type plasma. You are possibly just as heavily armed as a King Condor. Wow, that's actually really terrifying. Prepared to engage at range and never get anywhere near the enemy. Open fire with photon torpedoes as soon as we hit a range of 55. Increase the speed because we're gonna need it. Now, on the plus side, he doesn't have any D-type plasma torpedoes, so we could rush our fighters on in here. But we're gonna keep the range out. Nothing. 1 hit. 25%. I'm not super happy about that. How is he doing on electronic countermeasures? He's just getting up to 4. Slow down a bit. Now we speed up. So this is the speed that we will have to maintain. Which is not a lot. He's faster than us. Crap. I'm gonna commit him. I have to. If we're gonna do anything, not the launch button, the attack button. If we're gonna survive this, we're gonna need them to strike, well, with great power and precision. Let's start with our missiles. Get them out ahead of the fighters. Please stop shooting them. I need them to live, because if they don't pretty much cripple you with their first salvo, we're probably going to lose this battle. Let's see what he's going to do with it. We got to stay at range and at speed. Already opened fire. They're punching through. They've knocked out some shields. They've done a decent amount of damage, and he's holding on to 3 missiles. So let's open fire with even more missiles. They've knocked out one of the plasma F torpedoes. They've got enough ammo for 1 more pass. I'm going to save it. Come on, come on. Let me shoot. Proximity photon torpedoes. There we go. Plus another brace of missiles and full power. We need to get out of here. Right now. Come on, guys. Just give him 1 last full pass of your ammunition and I'll call you home. He has deployed a Wild Weasel. Alright, everybody come home. Return to me. Return to me. And return to me. I need you guys back on board right now. Because you did good. You did good. That's the first pass. You're coming home. We're going to restock, rearm, repair everybody. And then we'll send you right back out to cause a ton of damage. But right now, y'all need to get home right away. Prepare to engage with more missiles. We've knocked out both of his F-type plasma torpedoes. His R's are still available, and that's a problem. Come on, guys. Get back on board. We can't afford you not to be on board right now. Turn a little bit. See if they'll cut the corner. And I'd like to get you in before you're killed, because you're fairly weak right now. We got a 3, a 4, and a 2 right now, where they should be all 5s. How you gonna handle that? Yeah, 1 got through. Not bad. That's 12 damage. Slow down a bit. 1's in. Just keep making tracks directly away from him. We need to open up the range. He can maintain a much higher speed than we can. Come on, guys. Should be closing any moment now. Another missile barrage. He might actually be mostly out of phaser fire. Interesting. They've killed most of his phasers. That's really good. Slow down so we can get these guys back on board and turn around to re-engage. Because I really need to turn around to re-engage. How far until I'm off the edge of the map here? There we go. Starting to really get into that corner. Nice. Okay, so the strikes from our fighters really managed to wipe out any point defense system he ever really had. He still has a little bit. He's got one Phaser X here and a pair of Phaser 3s, but he's just lost most of his systems. He's dropping down in speed down to a 2. So that initial fighter assault really kind of did all the work that we needed it to do. Photon torpedoes in proximity mode. Yeah, engage from long range as soon as you bear. One hit. That's not great. You really should be hitting more than that, but I'll work with it for now. How long until those fighters are done? We do need to know. A little while longer. We'll have 2 more squadrons ready to go shortly, and then we'll be able to launch them out to engage. Are you going to be able to deal with any of these? Nope, he's done. Alright, on to the planet. Maximum speed of time. So the planet is just a normal PL, what was it, 7 or 17? PL-17. So it has 8 Phaser 3s, which is completely helpless before what we're about to shoot at it. So the King Hawk was absolutely terrifying to look at. I'm not going to deny that. I did not think that that was going to go quite as well as it did. But once again, fighters demonstrating that they get to break all the rules. So we're just going to head right on in and shell the planet just as soon as we can. It's just going to take a little while to get there because, well, we started so far away. And I only have so much energy to actually drive. I have that much energy to drive. Oh yeah, because we have a whole bunch of energy currently wrapped up in the electronic countermeasure system. And engage. That was nothing. Because you got an attack shifter too, yeah, because you're pumping out all kinds of defense. We're just going to pull right in on it and blast it as soon as we can. Photon torpedoes, tell me as soon as you're ready. And electronic countermeasure we've knocked out his attack shift. We're going to pull into a range of about 5, just so we stay outside of his range of his Phaser 3s, because he will be helpless to us if we do that. I'm actually going to wait for the photon torpedoes to fire in normal mode. That way I can deal all the damage I wish. And get to a range of just under 5. That way we can... Stop. Thank you. Engage with all weapons. Of course they're going to be able to shoot down pretty much any missile I can send at them. Not that it really matters, because we're already basically out of reloads. So, if they want to shoot down the missiles, that's fine. We have no additional ammunition that we're having beyond what we generate every single turn, or movement between battles. I'm not sure how to describe that. And a missile gets currently held. Excellent. Now we just sit here and wait and continue to shell, and that's the way the planetary assaults work. It's less annoying than what we call it, shipyard assaults. Because shipyard assaults, they shoot back and they hurt. Whereas this, well, it's just nice, easy. We sit back, we fire, we don't have to worry about plasma torpedoes smashing into our face. We would if we were, you know, fighting an actually defended planet, but we're not, luckily for us. Keep the phasers going, just steadily pink off and knock out anything that looks like it's important. I assume there's something important, but it does kind of also look like it's Saturn or Jupiter, you know, just a gas giant. It's not that giant, but... or maybe Venus. So they have a colony on there, which is, well, that's actually pretty impressive. Then again, we are out in the neutral zone, so, could this be SETI Alpha 5? Or SETI Alpha 6? What was this? SETI Alpha 6, because SETI Alpha 5 exploded. Right? I think I'm right on that one. Almost got you. Down to 6 Marines. Once we get you down to 2, we can beam over our Marines and take over what remains of the planet. Come on. 6 to 5. As soon as the photon torpedoes, I anticipate that might actually do it. Yeah, photon torpedo barrage might actually be enough to do it. Nope, it was not. But the phaser follow-up was. Send in the Marines. Now we will finish capturing the planet for all good and justice and get on the heck out of here. Just as soon as all things happen. Actually, what is the name of the ship on our... because all of them actually have, like, a ship name that comes on the model. NCC. I'm not going to be able to read it in time, am I? Nope, couldn't read it in time. It's too blurry. It's not super important. I was just idly curious. Which happens on occasion when you're attacking planets. Please tell me this actually steals the planet, because that would be really cool. It did! Excellent! We now have a base of operations from which we can continue invading here. And it's a base assault. Of course it is! We really do actually need to go home for a rearm resupply. So we can actually get things done. Ooh, wow, beautiful stars. We are being escorted by a Gorn Dreadnought, the Triceracon, and a CMP, the Sislith, and fighting an SPX. With any luck, there will not be anything dangerous out here. Yeah, we wish. We have a single Wild Weasel shuttle. And that's it. Yeah, we really don't have a whole heck of a lot going for us, do we? Give me 4 points. Give me a forward shield reinforcement. Reinforce to the max. And set slice on you. Well, let's start getting around to help. Well, not help with you, but, you know, fall into formation with you. Because there's safety in formations. Send a probe. I would have liked to have sent a probe at the station that's no doubt behind him, but, beggars can't be choosers. Just gonna find out exactly what we're dealing with here. If he doesn't have defensive plasma torpedoes, we can kill him. Don't know if you're a big one or not. I forget. You do not have defensive plasma torpedoes. You do have an R-type plasma torpedo, which is not... It's not nothing. That's actually pretty considerable, but you know, you don't have the kind of weapons that I'm super terrified about. Just a little bit. A little bit of scaredness is all. Photon torpedoes to proximity mode. We're only 10 out from being able to shoot our fire support systems. And hopefully it's not a super heavy base, and hopefully the Dreadnought comes out of this fight mostly unscathed. Because if those things happen, then we can maybe take it. And only one hit. That's not tremendous, but it's free damage at the start of the match, so I can't complain too much. Increase speed to right about there. Our Wild Weasel is done, so we have that going for us as we fall into formation with the Triceracon. The Gorn have such interesting names for their ships. Start firing missiles, get him concerned and confused as to what's going on. That's always important, as we'll slip on behind him, and fighters to attack mode. 1, 2, and 3. And that can't be sent to my address. I refuse to believe it. So it is indeed heading for the Triceracon, I think. Yeah, it is. As he's crash stopping. Don't take the hits, don't take the hits, don't take the hits. And he stopped just in time for that Wild Weasel to work. Unfortunately, he cloaked. Great. I really hate everything about you right now. Oh, he's coming out of cloak. Hi, photon torpedoes to normal mode. All weapons select. Engage and stop! 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 Nope. Ow. That was painful. So, yeah. That was a bad day. I was really hoping that he did not have his R-type plasma torpedo, and he did. So we need to fix that. We actually don't, and we also lost a single Gatling phaser. Pull away. Pull away. Pull away so that we can actually get stuff done. Well, actually, not so we can get stuff done, so we can avoid dying. Although his forward shield is completely down at this point, so that makes things a lot easier for us to work with. And he's got pseudo-frigates as well. Wait. Yeah, he's got pseudo-frigates as well. Oh, that was a bad time to decloak. And he is just in the center of his own little supernova. And our fighter's coming in to finish the job. Return to me, and return to me. So we're out of shuttles at this point. Luckily we have a friendly port right nearby that we'll be able to go to after we get out of this place. And is that everybody? Nope, still gotta get you. Come on, get back on board. That's an order. And the Gorn interceptors have already begun to go off to attack the starbase itself, so let's increase the speed time. Set a probe. Let's find out exactly what it is we're dealing with and just kind of pray at this point. Please, please, please be incredibly weak. You are not too terribly strong, actually. We can work with this. It does have a D-type plasma torpedo, which is a problem because it can shoot down our fighters quite efficiently. We are going to try and get an awkward angle going on here so he can't defend against us from multiple ways. 55. Fire photon torpedoes. I think we managed to hit at least one. So if we bring in an awkward angle, that way we'll be able to avoid shield reinforcement. He has dispatched his own pseudo-frigates. Okay, that's something. Begin missile engagement. That's your job. And hopefully... No, the pseudo-frigates are probably going to annihilate each other before our missiles get in there. But we are going to pull away. It's a little too dangerous to try and go after them. Yeah, the pseudo-frigates are all going to kill each other. Are you firing D-type plasma torpedoes? I didn't even realize that was a thing. That's actually pretty cool. I have no lock because he's dropped into cloak. Yeah, so the Gorn pseudo-frigates are all dead. They just could not survive what was coming for them. And unfortunately, it looks like our missile barrage did not do the kind of damage we wanted it to. No lock on Mr. Stealthman over there. More missiles, I guess. That's what we can contribute to the battle. Photon torpedoes, long-range shots. One more hit. And he's come out of cloak. He's starting to... I was going to say he's starting to sprint, but he's not. He's moving at a speed of 7.4. So yeah, I didn't realize that certain pseudo-frigates had D-type plasma torpedoes. They are truly space superiority pseudo-frigates. Try saying that 15 times fast. Wow, just all the pseudo-frigates exploding. Do I get Infern? No, we're not going to waste it. He has engaged with a plasma torpedo, and D-type plasma torpedoes as well. We're going to get in there with phasers, because I think phasers ought to do the job quite efficiently. If, you know, that didn't happen first. It is an XBT, and we have managed to wipe out his frigate escort, I guess. We do need to break the range out a bit further now, though. I'm really tempted to deploy the missiles and then immediately follow up with a fighter attack. That may be the best plan we've got. Let's slow down. Slow down way down. We gotta remember to stay at range, but that may work. 1, 2, 3. We would have 4, but not right now. Guys, just do me a favor. Actually get within range of the enemy before you start shooting things. Engage with missiles. I may have to pick up a couple of fighters with missile launchers, because the photon torpedo only thing is not really working out for me. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of, actually. And he's fired both of his plasma torpedoes. Go, go, go. No! No! Just... Gosh darn it. I hate cloaking structures. They make no gosh darn sense. Forward shield, maximum reinforcement. We're going to sit here, and the moment you decloak, I'm going to hit you with everything I ever had. I don't have any shuttles to make this actually work properly, and I can't actually hurt you. I don't think, anyway. How close? Fire everything! That didn't work. The shields didn't collapse as they were supposed to. Hi. You have Type 4 phasers, and I'm at point-blank range with you. I can't even launch missiles from here. Fighters, shoot, please. We've knocked out some of his shields. Okay, good. And his D-type plasma torpedo has probably ripped open and killed all but one of my fighters, I think. Increase speed. We need to build the distance out. Yeah, I've got one fighter squadron right now. It's just been too dangerous. Phasers are going to continue to... if I can get the angle right. Nope. Wasn't able to get the angle right. I could drop a mine on myself and then run into it. That could work, actually. It would be the worst plan I've ever come up with. Because I've come up with some pretty interesting plans before. Alright, just building the distance here. Okay. Get ready for it, folks. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Come on, I need to build in some distance so I can start firing missiles. His G-type plasma torpedo is available. His R's are not, though, so that's good. And we can't fire into that because he's just gone into cloak again. But we do have now the distance so that we can... Oh, he decided not to cloak. Fire everything. Open him up. Got it. Good work. So we had to take an R-type plasma torpedo from an SPX, which was an interesting experience. Taking R-type plasma torpedoes always is. But we managed to get through it without too much of a scratch. So victory is ours. 250 prestige and a base destroyed. Not ideal, but we'll work with it. Hi, shipyard. We have 8,000 prestige. I would like to buy something cool, if at all possible. Do you have anything in... Oh, you got XCAs. Oh, you have XCAs. Now tell me you got an SCS. I don't think we can not do it. The X-type heavy cruiser is just so amazingly good that not taking it really does set us back. XCB might be a better choice, actually. So 8 heavy photons instead of the 6. For all the photony goodness. 2 phase arrays, no phase arrays. Instead it has 2 missile wreck Bs. The 4 phaser Gs and 10 phaser Xs. So basically 12 phaser Xs. You lose 2 phaser Xs and the phaser As to pick up more photon torpedoes. Which is not a terrible thing. Because they are heavy photon torpedoes, and they are quite terrifying. Or you could be an idiot and take the Federation XCF, which only has normal photon torpedoes. I don't know why anybody would ever take that, unless they had like some kind of requirement to take it. But it's available, And it's there. We can't really say no, can we? We could buy heavy dreadnoughts too. We are in the heavy dreadnought market right now, except the XCB is more, or the XCA is flat out a better ship. If there was an SCS, I would take that immediately. Because I want an SCSX. Because I kind of want to stick in a carrier until the end of the campaign, because I think it's not a terrible idea. Because if we buy this, at some point, we are going to run into an SCSX. And when we buy that, it's not going to be our primary ship. That's the main concern right now. But I'm just not seeing another solution. We could pick up... Yeah, let's pick up an XFF. They're super cheap. The X-type frigates are incredibly cheap, and they bring... Oh, there it is. Buy. Damn it. Supply. Trade in. Trade in. Shipyard. And don't tell me the XCA. The XCA literally went away. It is one away from having... So we picked up the SCSX that we wanted for a little bit more cash than we wanted to spend. But the Vega will probably be the carrier that we stick with for the rest of this campaign. Unless we die, which could happen. Because there will never be a superior fighter carrier in the Federation arsenal. This is as good as it gets. Technically there is also there's also the... Wow, 198 prestige. I want Type 1s, please. 120 missiles. We've picked up more launchers. There is a better version in the battleship carrier. You can make the argument. But, at the end of the day, how about this? Ravens and Vultures. Because I think Ravens have missile launchers. That might actually make them a poor choice. Yeah, it would, because at the end of the day, if worse comes to worse, we can order the Vultures to fire on a cloaked target, and that... It's not necessarily effective, but it's something. So we will pick up Vulture 3s, spending a lot of prestige on that. The shipyard, I think, updated again. No, it didn't. I'm hoping and kind of desperately praying that I can pick it up, but I probably don't have enough prestige in order to afford it anyway. But we have gone up quite significantly in weapons capability. And we'll actually check out the... we will check out the entry in the shipyard for it in just a moment. There we go. We're pretty much fully kitted. So, shipyard, just give me anything, because it doesn't really matter. And it is a dreadnought, technically. And now we skim through all of these. Oh, so many ships were added in this mod. It's kind of hilarious. Or isn't it? Nope, there it is. So the SCS-X, the Space Control Ship, the largest Federation carrier that we could possibly bring. This is the one we just were in. 4 photon torpedoes, 4 missile rack Gs, 6 phaser 1s, 4 phaser Gs, and 4 AMDAs. We've gone up to 4 photon torpedoes, 4 missile rack Bs, 4 G racks, and 6 phaser Xs, and 4 AMDBs. But we have more magazine space because we've gone from missile rack Gs to missile rack Bs. We've picked up no shield power. We've gone from 45 power to 45 power. Somehow getting more auxiliary power out of that? Oh, total engine power. So we've gone from 54 to 59. A crew size is the same. Transporters are the same. Yeah, it's just a minor upgrade. But it will give us a lot more offensive punch, because the Phaser X gives us 50% more damage if we fire it in overload mode. If we have to get close, the amount of damage that we're going to deal is outrageous. It already was because of the Phaser G, but now it's going to be even more. So if we get close, people die really, really painfully. So that is the plan there. One last check through the shipyard. Oh, there's an X-type destroyer. I'm taking you. I love X-type destroyers. They're great. They're perfect for what we want to use them for. You got... Oh, there's a second one. Perfect. Alright, so we've just kitted out an entire battle group. So you're good on shuttles. You're good on miscellaneous. So we have completely refitted the fleet to now be in line with X-type weaponry. We have picked up 2 X-type destroyers as our escorts and modified our SCS with the SCS-X upgrade, increasing our missile launcher capability and our phasers to the max. This will hopefully survive for a little while as we continue the campaign into Romulan space. We have managed to take our new base of operations, which hopefully will be with us as we crash through the enemy. But crashing through the enemy will have to wait for another day. In the meantime, I've been Tyrek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to see a notification every time I release one of these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode